Hey guys, this is Brian Clark with Alton Clark Realty, and I wanted to take a minute and make a little video for you. For those of you who are out there who are considering selling your home, I wanted to put together something, a little quick tips about recommendations that I have on how you should prepare your home. And basically, a lot of them are pretty simple to do, but a lot of them get looked over. As many of you know, flipping through some of the pictures online, when you're going through Zillow, if you've ever been on the buying end, you notice some issues with some pictures and some things that stand out to you. Well, here at Alton Clark Realty and with myself, I take great pride in helping you present your home in the best possible fashion so that when you do get showings, people walk through, they have a great experience, and your home sells quickly. So let's go over some of the top things. Well, when you're preparing your home for sale, number one is declutter. I can't tell you enough. It is probably one of the number one things, you've probably heard it 100 times, that gets looked over. You'll see many a times going through online, clicking through pictures where you just see people's stuff all over the desks and counters. Now, think of it as from a buyer's perspective. If you're putting your home up for sale and a buyer's walking through your house and they can't see your counters, they can't see sort of your home for the space that it is, it makes it difficult for them to do what I call as mentally move in. Now, when people are coming through your home, you want them to be able to mentally move in because then they become attached to your home. Now, if you have all your stuff everywhere, that becomes very hard to do. Not to mention, it makes it feel a little claustrophobic. So spend some time on decluttering some of the high traffic areas, i.e. kitchen, bathroom, some of the hallways, family rooms, places where people are going to be spending a lot of time at when they go in and look at homes. So spend your good amount of time there, and a lot of times you can go out and buy those plastic bins you find at the store and put them in the bins and hide them away for when you have showings scheduled, and then put them back out right after. So that way it doesn't make it a big inconvenience for you, but allows you to get rid of that clutter quickly before you have a showing. Okay? Number two, there's a lot of talk out there about getting rid of personal pictures. Now, I for one don't believe in that being a real necessary thing to do. As far as pictures go, we never hear anybody ever complain about having pictures on the wall because they know people live there. So you can leave your personal pictures out there. That's not a big thing. If you have a ton of pictures everywhere, once again, that may fall under the decluttering category. But if you're just like every other normal family and have some pictures out there, don't worry about that. You don't need to hide everything. That's not a really big concern. Number three, this is a big one. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten on feedback, smells were an issue. Now guys, if you smoke, if you have pets, if you work out a lot and you don't do a lot of laundry, let's do ourselves a favor here and really pay attention to the smells. Now, a lot of times when you go in and out of your house, you don't realize that something may smell off because you live there. It smells the same to you all the time. But if you have friends come over and they're like, whoa, what's that smell? Then yeah, you've got an issue there. So if you do any of those things where your home has an odor to it, do yourself a favor. If you're getting ready to have it for sale, hire, number one, possibly a cleaning company to come through to do a once over to help you get rid of some of those smells. Number two, go get some of those Glade air fresheners or Febreze. Typically like a neutral smell. Lavender's a really big hit. It's a relaxing smell, and keep it congruent throughout the entire house and change the smell of your home so that when someone comes in to see the house, it matches with what your home looks like. Because I've gone into many homes where they were beautiful, but as soon as you open the door, and I've had buyers' clients immediately turn around and say, no, this is not the one. I'm like, why? This house is beautiful. It smells. Well, fixing an odor doesn't really cost much to do, but for many people, that would be a deal breaker. So for a matter of a couple bucks, it's worth investing in getting some sort of deodorizers and sanitizers to help improve that smell for your client. Now, if you do get those Glade things or any of those things, don't overpower it. There are, some of them do have nozzles, and we had one group of clients of mine had it cranked all the way up to the top, and it just really overpowered the house. So be cognizant of that. Okay. Number four, curb appeal. This is big, guys. People drive neighborhoods. It's going to affect your first picture that gets posted on the internet. this is what people are gonna see right away when they're clicking through online and wanna learn more about your house. So depending on how your home looks on the outside is gonna really determine how many stops people make to check out the rest of that information online. So what you wanna do is you wanna go outside, take a look at your curb appeal. Look at your neighbors. Everyone knows if you live in a neighborhood, you have that one person who you think, wow, you know, they got a really nice yard. See how yours stacks up. You know, yard changes can actually be pretty minor if you plan it out right. And upgrading, you know, new bark in some of your flower beds or planting some plants in there to give it some color. There are a lot of low-cost ways to improve your curb appeal that will help you in the long run, because when those buyers are walking up, once again, that's that mentally move-in spot, and you want them to be like, wow, this is a nice yard too. And there are a lot of nice, cheap and easy ways to improve your curb appeal, but keep that in mind. That first picture is going to be the front of your house. Do you want it looking kind of old and tired, or do you want to look at nice and sharp and have people get excited to click that second picture? Okay. Now, last one is repairs. This is a touchy subject for some because depending on what's going on with your house, there may or may not need to be some repairs done ahead of time. Now, what we advise all of our clients is only major issues should be concerned with at the very beginning before you put your house up for sale. If you have active leaks in your roof, if you have active damage with your AC that you know about that's causing an issue that's easily spotted, you're going to want to remedy those. And I advise everybody to take that seriously, because as you have people come through the home, those are going to pop up in the inspection. Okay? What you don't want to do is think that you have to repair everything wrong with your house from the get-go. No, that's not the case. You know, declutter, clean the space up, give it some decent landscaping, and then repair some of the major issues that are active and current. Because what happens is when a buyer comes to your home, if they like it, they're going to order an inspection, okay? And there may or may not be repairs that they're going to require you do before they move forward with the deal. So what you don't want to do is go repairing all this stuff and there were a whole bunch of items on there that probably would never have been an issue, and now you have to come up with some extra things that you may not have known about. So don't want to empty out your pockets on repairs. So focus on the big things, and if you're working with me as your realtor, I'll go over what those things are so that way we don't have any issues at closing. All right, so these are the big topics that I feel that if you do ahead of time before you sell your home will greatly increase not only interest in your home, but also seriousness for when buyers come through. Your home smells nice, looks nice, and most things are repaired. The likelihood of selling your home quickly is going to be pretty high, on top of you pricing it right. So once again, thanks again guys for checking out my informational videos, and feel free to email me if you have any questions or give me a call as well. Thanks again and take care.